So as Formula 1 starts to head into the final few races of the season, silly season is still ongoing, and as we know, it's undoubtedly been one of the craziest there's ever been. And in a new update, big news has been revealed on Nick DeVries' future, as well as bad news for Daniel Ricciardo's. But before we begin, if you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, and also subscribe for more Formula 1 content. And you can follow me on Twitter at James_Formula1, and there'll be a link in the description. So DeVries has become hot property for an F1 seat since his remarkable points finish on debut with Williams in Monza. Considering he had no preparation for the race as he was a stand-in for Alex Albon, yet still went on to beat his experienced teammate Nicholas Latifi, it's clear he does deserve a chance after a long time of being on the sidelines with Mercedes. Now the obvious choice would be to go to Williams next season following the announcement that Latifi will be leaving, but since it was revealed he met with Red Bull advisor Dr. Helmut Marko in Austria, a move to AlphaTauri for DeVries has been on the cards, and this would in turn let Pierre Gasly go to Alpine. And now it looks like the move is set to officially go ahead for the Dutchman. According to Racing News 365, DeVries is set to be confirmed at AlphaTauri on the run-up to the Japanese Grand Prix. And I think this move is well deserved. I mean, he's an F2 and Formula E champion and he's been on the sidelines for far too long. Yes, he's a bit older at 27, but he deserves a chance after showing what he could do when he was not prepared at all. And given the AlphaTauri is quicker than the Williams, he could have a very good season by bagging good points and set himself up for a solid F1 career. Better late than never, to be honest, and I'm looking forward to see what he can do. So with DeVries set for AlphaTauri and Gasly set for Alpine, Ricciardo has been linked with two opportunities for next season, that being taking a reserve role at Mercedes or moving to Haas, a team that's currently nearer the back of the grid. Williams is also an option, but it's unlikely he'll be taking that role, with Mick Schumacher and Logan Sargent looking like the main contenders. Now Ricciardo has said in the past that being on the grid next year is plan A, but doesn't want to be on it for the sake of being there, and he's also been open about taking the reserve role. However, both Mercedes and Haas have made statements that don't benefit Ricciardo. We'll start with Haas, and in the past Team Boss Gunther Steiner hasn't ruled out signing Ricciardo, and recently speaking to Sky Sports, he said if Ricciardo decides to join a team at the back of the grid, that doesn't mean he can't move up the grid. But he went on to say, he needs to find out what he wants to do in life, and that will take him time because this is a big decision for his career, and I'm sure he takes it very carefully what he wants to do. I'm not waiting for him to answer what he wants to do, just to clarify that. So that shows that while Haas seem to be open to signing Ricciardo, they don't plan on waiting for him to make a decision. And Haas do have quite a few options should they get rid of Schumacher, with Ferrari reserve Antonio Giovinazzi and former driver Nico Hülkenberg both options. So basically if Ricciardo continues to delay, he might not get the Haas seat if he wants it. Now in regards to Mercedes, as I said, he's been linked with a reserve role there. Daniel hasn't ruled this move out, and during the Singapore Grand Prix weekend he was spotted leaving the Mercedes garage. And with Lewis Hamilton's contract up at the end of 2023, it's been tipped that Ricciardo could replace Lewis at the team in 2024 should he take the reserve role next year. But Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff has now said a contract extension for Hamilton is going to happen, and that Hamilton thinks he can continue for a while longer. In an interview for Channel 4 with David Coulthard, Wolff said, "Just last week we sat down and he says, look, I have another 5 years in me, how do you see that? I have no doubt that whatever we agree on a contract extension, which is going to happen, that we both are always going to discuss very openly, what does the future hold?" So should that be the case, it makes it extremely unlikely that Ricciardo will become a first team driver for Mercedes in 2024. And with Red Bull and Ferrari locking their drivers down for a few years as well, a move back to a front running team is looking more and more unlikely. There's also no chance of a return to McLaren, while Alpine is not likely either, meaning if Daniel takes the reserve role, he may have no choice but to return to F1 with a team nearer the back anyway, so perhaps maybe he should make the call to Haas for next year, but he would need to do it quickly as they don't want to wait around. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care, bye.